Hello, 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 hello students. As it was told, today we will discuss a very important PYQ of JEE Advanced 2011 from on application of derivatives. So let us see the question. Question is, find out the total number of real roots of x power 4 minus 4x cube plus 12x square plus x minus 1 equal to 0. So we are going to apply application of derivative. So see how we will apply. First of all, f dash of x. What is dy by dx for this? Next, second order derivative. So see, second order derivative is this. Dy by dx we have calculated, d square y by dx square is this. From here we can see second order derivative is always positive. So second order derivative positive, that means function is increasing. So if f dash x is positive, fx is increasing. And if f double dash x is positive always, then we will say f dash x is increasing. And f double dash of x is this. You can see perfect square minimum value is 0. So this whole is always positive. So f double dash of x is always positive. So from here we can say f dash x is increasing function. If it is increasing function, then we will say f dash of x is a cubic. A cubic is increasing like this. That means if it is increasing, it will be 0 exactly at 1 point. So dy by dx will be 0 exactly at 1 point for this function. dy by dx is 0 exactly at once for function f of x. And what is f of x? F of x is this. Clear till here? Chalo. And now you can see it is power 4. So if power is 4, you can see if x is going to minus infinity, function will go to infinity. And if x is going to plus infinity, again function will go to infinity. That means function is always going to infinity. Function is always going to infinity. That means it will be always positive, or it may happen it is negative also. That means graph of f of x will be of this kind. Right? It depends, like function can come below x-axis or it will be always above the x-axis. So if it is coming below x-axis, then what we will say, it will have two roots. See, this is just a sketch, a rough sketch. This is not the exact diagram. This is just a rough sketch. So how will we get to know that function is coming below the x-axis or not? So see, for that what we have the procedure. F of x is plus x minus 1. First of all, we are going to calculate. We are going to see here x approaching to infinity, f of x is also approaching to infinity. If x is approaching to minus infinity, f of x is again approaching to plus infinity. Why? Because minus infinity whole power 4, it will become plus infinity. See after this. If x is at minus infinity, function is at infinity. If x is equal to minus 1, then what is f of x? That is f of minus 1. F of minus 1 will be 1 minus 4 into minus 1 plus 12 minus 1 minus 1. है 15, that is greater than 0. So at x equal to minus 1 also function is positive. At x, see on the number line from minus infinity to plus infinity, minus 1, 0, 1, right? So at minus infinity function was at infinity, that is positive. At minus 1 again function is positive. And what is f of 0? F of 0 is, if you calculate f of 0, we are getting minus 1. Now you can see function is a polynomial. Polynomial is always continuous function. So if f of minus 1 is positive, f of 0 is negative. If f of a, f of b both have opposite signs, then we say function, a continuous function must have at least one real root between a and b. So function will have one real root between minus 1 and 0. Okay? F of x has one real root between minus 1 and 0. Now we are going to see what is f of 1. So if you calculate 1, then you will get 1 minus 4 plus 12 plus 1 minus 1. That is 9. That is greater than 0. Now you can see f of 0 was negative and f of 1 is positive. Right? So one root will be between 0 and 1. So one root between minus 1 in this interval and one root in 0 to 1 interval. That means total 2 roots. Our answer of this question is 2 roots. 2 is the answer. Okay. This is how we are finding total number of real roots using the application of derivative. How we have used application of derivative? We calculated f dash x, we calculated f double dash of x, and then we saw f double dash of x is always positive. That means f dash x is increasing function. So if f dash x is increasing function, okay, then we saw f dash x can be 0 at how many points? So exactly at 1 point. So after that we calculated for f of x, that f of x will be positive, negative for how many values. And after that we can see this is fx, we calculated at values at critical points minus 1, 0, 1. We saw that if opposite sign, then one root in between minus 1 and 0, another root between 0 to 1. So that is our answer, total of the roots. Okay, thank you. We'll meet again in the coming video of application of derivative. Thank you.